Hello everyone, you are on the Moby channel and I am glad to see you on my channel again. I think everyone has already come to their senses after part 1 of episode 70 was released. Also, if you haven't watched my analysis and additional secrets that you might not have noticed after the first viewing of part 1 of episode 70, then be sure to watch them after watching this video, and specifically in this video we talk about what can happen in the second part of episode 70, and specifically how the second one will begin part 70 of the episode, where the SKIBIDI scientist is located and whether we will see him in the second part, whether the secret agent will appear and whether the Astro Toilet, whom we saw in the first part, will return. The video turned out to be very interesting, so be sure to watch it to the end, like and subscribe to the channel because we are already approaching 500,000 subscribers, and also do not forget to join my Discord server, the link will be in the first pinned comment. In any case, we are starting, and we will start this video, as I said, with a topic related to the continuation of episode 70. As we remember, the first part ended with how a squad of agents who penetrated a secret bunker in episode 67 were riding in an elevator and at one point the lights went out in the elevator. But why did this happen? Who turned off the electricity? The answer to this question is also in the first part of episode 70. The fact is that the Titan cameraman broke the dam that generated electricity. And in this place you can also see signs telling us that there is a high voltage here. And now, after Titan cameraman broke this power plant, electricity has stopped being generated and now the secret base of toilets is gradually losing its energy. And it was also felt by the agents in the elevator. Since the bunker is now de-energized, the light in the elevator has turned off, and now the agents will have to get out of the elevator by opening the emergency hatch located on the ceiling of the elevator. But as we saw in the episode, there was no hatch in the elevator, but someone very big or someone very strong is trying to get to them. But who is it? In my analysis, I said that this could be the same mad scientist who killed the big cameraman agent in episode 68, but what if it wasn't him? Maybe someone is really coming to save them? And what if it's a secret agent? Yes, we usually see very little of the secret agent and he behaves very covertly. The exception is that extra scene in season 22, where he literally comes into direct contact with one of the cameraman's agents. And since there is no electricity now, the secret agent's device, which opens absolutely all locks, is now ineffective. Therefore, what if he seems to us in a completely new guise, or finally reveals himself, as the agents of TV Man once revealed themselves? And in the first part of episode 70, for the first time in the entire series, we saw that the characters can talk in familiar human words. And even though it was Astro Toilet, dialogues are now possible in the series. You can also write your theories in the comments about who is trying to break into the elevator to the agents. And while you're writing your theories, I'll move on to another topic in this video, specifically where the SKIBIDI scientist is now. We have already seen a leak with the image of a SKIBIDI scientist, and as you remember, the original of this leak looks like this, and the scientist can only be seen if you light up the picture. This is a small clue, because there is no light in the bunker now, which means that the SKIBIDI scientist will simply hide in the dark, and since cameraman agents have flashlights, it means that they will be able to find him without problems. But I am sure that it will not be as easy as I wrote, because in the end, a big cameraman agent along with the women's squad must meet with the very squad of agents who are currently in the bunker, because as we know, this squad went to look for them at the end of the first part of episode 70. Also, each female character has acquired small improvements. For example, Speaker Woman has katanas on her back, Camera Woman has powerful automatons on her hands, but we have not seen the improvement of TV Woman yet, and I am sure that her improvement will be revealed to us in the next episode, or rather in the next part of episode 70. And by the way, write in the comments how many parts do you think the 70th episode will have? Personally, I think there will be 2 parts, and in the full version of episode 70 there will be additional scenes, and it is possible that in additional scenes the plot of these ghosts, who are in the elevator with the agents, will be revealed to us more. Also, let's talk with you about Astro Toilet, which we saw in the first part of episode 70. Who is he? And will we see him again? Naturally, we will see him again in the series. But probably next time he will not be alone, and I also think that Astro Toilet has its own Astro Titan, and just imagine how strong he is. But I think we will see him only closer to episode 80. Because as we know, every 10 episodes in the series there is something new. Now let's read your theories from the comments. And theory number 1, or rather the first theories, because this subscriber wrote several theories at once. Sound like this theory 1. I noticed that UTSM repair himself around the core during the energy transfer between UTTM and UTSM. This tells me that when UTTM shares his energy, the energy has a minor healing factor along with a power boost. Plus I also believe that the Titans will return for repairs after this battle to make sure they are ready for the next fight. Theory 2. I believe the secret agent is defiantly has a presence of a tactician and is most likely behind the green static of the UTTM, which tells me that he is currently delivering instructions to all Titans or to monitor them. I believe that the secret agent may also be hunted by the Astro Toilets, which will explain why he has been causing the error message on the cameraman. He is trying to keep himself from being discovered, especially since the Astro Toilets can talk in the human native language, and also further strengthens my theory of the secret agent. Theory 3. I now believe Astro Toilet is a neutral stance on the war, especially since the Astro Toilet took down one of its own. This tells me a few things and ties in with Theory 2. First, Astro Toilets are 100% after both G-Man and SKIBIDI Scientist, and something tells me it isn't to become allies, especially since EP60, and are most likely making sure G-Man dies along with SKIBIDI Scientist. Secondly, I believe that the Astro Toilets are hunting the secret agent to stop him from changing the future to where the image in EP66 comes to fruition, but with a potential to all 3 Titans being killed. Finally, I believe that Astro Toilets are being set up as the next big bads in the series, especially since the SKIBIDI Toilets are in major desperation. However, there may be an uneasy temporary alliance between the agent, especially since they are willing to kill other toilets just to kill G-Man and SKIBIDI Scientist. Dude, all your theories have in my head are Mr. Beast's videos, specifically. And to be honest, your theories are very interesting, especially the theory with the secret agent and Astro Toilets. You can also write theories on my Discord server, and the most interesting ones will be included in the next video, as well as the theory of this subscriber, which sounds like this Titan TV man's sword is not completely useless now. In this episode specifically, you can see that the sword has a handle, and Titan TV Man has only been using it mounted on his wrist since his appearance. Now that it's been ripped off his arm, he can probably reattach it or use it normally with the handle. But indeed, now the Titan TV Man can use his blade as a sword, but he will probably attach it to his hand again, because I think it is more convenient for the Titan to fight this way. Also, everyone would forget that perhaps a special agent TV Man will appear very soon, because what if the squads of agents meet, but fall into a trap? Because in any case, the scientist SKIBIDI came up with another trap for agents. He was hiding from agents for a reason. Most likely he prepared something, and when the squad of agents, together with a squad of girls trapped, a special agent of TV Man will come, and perhaps it is the special agent of TV Man who will have a special green glow that accompanies the secret agent. It may also be that the secret agent himself will become a computer agent. What if he is looking for equipment that would transfer his mind into the body of a computer man agent so that the agent can exist forever? You are very lucky that you have watched up to this point, because this theory is very interesting, and I think few people expect such a turn in the series. And since you have watched up to this point, then you are real Moby fans. You can write in the comments the phrase, "I am shocked by the ending of this video." You need to watch it to the end, and then I will understand that you have watched the video to the end. Also, my colleague Elite Cameraman has released his own game, and if you want to see a review and analysis of this game with all its secrets, then write to me about it in the comments and I will be happy to shoot this video for you. Also, expect a new video dedicated to the topic of what if soon, but in the meantime, click on one of the videos that have now appeared on your screens.